44 cats in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Together they lined up in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Their whiskers all aligned in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Their tail were all entwined in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 2 makes 44. All were in favor of one suggestion, asking all children with good intentions. 1 meal a day, and on occasion to sleep in real beds. What a sensation. Then as a thank you to all the children, offering beds and their soft cushions, the grateful cats made a kind offer to allow day and night fun by them. All 44 cats in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Together they lined up in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Their whiskers all aligned in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. Their tail were all entwined in rows of 6, 2 at the rear. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 2 makes 44. 44 kittens.
Big Kitty City.
Indeed, the city that never sleeps. Though I must confess, this cat could use a nice cat nap after all the excitement.
My whiskers are tingling. Something sinister lurks in the shadows of these streets.
Do not fret, my dear doctor. We felines are most adept at navigating even the darkest of alleys.
Fear not, dear Trottums, for where there is darkness, we shall cast a luminous glow of justice.
I heard more cats are moving in.
The shadows seem to pulse with malicious intent tonight. We must keep our senses sharp, my feline friend.
Worry not, dear doctor. My claws are sharpened and my night vision is unparalleled. Whatever darkness lurks, it shall not catch us unawares.
The dim light of the street lamps casts an eerie glow, reminding us that danger could lurk in any shadowy crevice.
Whoever heard of blonde cats in the big kitty city? That's not true.
Yes, it's true. I bet you never heard of white chocolate. Well, it exists.
Well, I've been around the block a few times, and let me tell you, the streets ain't kind to a fancy breed like me.
I've had to claw my way through some tough alleys to get where I am today.
You think you've got it rough? Try being a pedigree in a world that doesn't appreciate true feline elegance.
Well, I'm going to find out if they're real.
You know, some tabbies in this city claim to have seen the ghost of a legendary show cat. You know, some cats have even claimed to have actually met those show cat spirits.
Colleen, I'll show you that there's more than just blonde cats. There will be more. It's our destiny if we just look further into it.
Ah, what a beautiful day for blondness. Indeed, it's absolutely perfect for us blonde beauties. Brandy, do people believe we are actually blonde? Of course they do, sister. Our beautiful golden locks shine bright for all to see. But what if we're not really blonde at all? Girl, if anyone dares to say that, then I'll show them what's for. But what if there's some kind of conspiracy going on? Don't be ridiculous, Branny. Our golden manes are the real deal. If we want to be a blonde bond, we have to actually show it. If we want to be a good girls, we have to actually be it. And don't say I'm wrong, 'cause I know I'm right. Understand? 'Cause Mom raised us right. You're right, Brandy. I shouldn't doubt the radiance of our luscious locks. You're absolutely right, sis. Our blonde bond runs deeper than just fur. Excuse me, lady, but what are you doing at our house?
Oh, hello. I found you on the GPS. I just wanted to know if there were actually blonde cats here in Big Kitty City. Who are you?
I beg your pardon, but this is my home. And by the way, the name is Brandy.
Brandy, my apologies for the intrusion. I meant no disrespect. My name is Choco.
While I appreciate meeting new felines, I must ask that you respect my privacy and leave my home at once.
You're right, Brandy. I overstepped my bounds. I'll show myself out. You see, I wanted to prove my friend Colleen wrong, so I decided to come over.
I guess you can stay for a little visit.
Well, Colleen insisted that no refined blondes like yourself could possibly live in the city.
Colleen sounds rather judgmental. I assure you, refined felines can thrive in any environment.
I wonder who's at my door.
Hello there, Colleen. I came to inform you about some people next door that gave you $1 fine.
Oh, let me guess. Those blondies, huh?
Correct, Colleen. There are the blonded bond cats next door.
Those felines have been nothing but trouble since they moved in.
What do you mean, Colleen?
Ever since they moved in, it's been one headache after another.
What kind of troubles have they caused, dear Colleen?
It's just that the younger sister has an opinionated sister named Brandy who is unsufferably rude, and that they are blonde. There are no such things as blonde cats. That is that.
My dear Colleen, there's no need to get so worked up over mere appearances.
I understand your point, dear madame, but their rude behavior is simply unacceptable.
I can understand your frustration, Colleen, but we must not let petty disputes cloud our judgment. See? Someone knew blonde cats exist. Indeed, we're a rare breed, but our beauty shines through. Though we may seem like delicate beauties, don't underestimate our fierce determination. Absolutely, sister. Our graceful looks belie the strength and resilience within. Listen, we have a visitor named Choco who wants to know more about us, and I don't think I like it. Well, if this Choco character wants to learn about us, let them approach with respect. Listen, dear sister, we blonde beauties demand the utmost respect. You're absolutely right, sister. Our beauty demands reverence, not casual curiosity. Indeed, our radiance demands the highest level of admiration. You're quite right, darling sister. We mustn't let this Choco simply gawk at our ethereal beauty.
I'm sorry I came in your house for no reason, Brenny, but someone seems to be mad at you and your sister.
What do you mean someone is mad at us? We haven't done anything wrong.
I'm not sure, but I overheard some shady characters talking about tracking us down. They mentioned something about a top-secret mission we've supposedly bungled. Said her name was Colleen, and she was Choco's friend from next door.
But why would anyone be after us? We're just regular cats trying to live our lives.
I might sound mean, but she thinks that blonde cats don't belong here in Big Kitty City.
What do you mean, no? My older sister said that it doesn't matter what our cat colours are.
I'm just telling you what I heard. Colleen seems to have a serious grudge against blonde cats for some reason.
Oh, blondies, come out. Come out wherever you are.
Colleen? What are you doing here?
I'm here to really see if they exist, and since you decided to pay a little visit, then you might be right.
What are you talking about? Of course I know they exist, 'cause you told me to arrive at their house here.
You silly kitty. I was just playing a prank on you.
And what do you mean by that?
I just wanted to see if you were truly brave enough to infiltrate their lair.
Are you doubting my courage? I'll show you I can handle anything.
Then prove it by venturing deeper into their domain. Who knows what surprises await.
Okay, see if you can handle Brandy.
Brandy? You don't mean that fierce feline guardian, do you?
Yes, that very one. I won't let some furball scare me away.
My, such bravado. But Brandy is no ordinary feline, you know.
And what are you doing in my house?
Wait. Wow. You're an actual blonde cat.
What are you doing in my home?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I was just exploring this new neighborhood and wandered in here by mistake.
Well, you've certainly made yourself at home in my bedroom. How did you even get inside?
The window was open and I couldn't resist the urge to investigate. But I promise I didn't take anything. I didn't know blonde cats exist till now. Oh, I'm sorry I never believed you, Choco.
Well, I must admit, it is rather unusual to find a feline of my coloring.
I've never seen anything like it. How did you end up with such a striking appearance?
Well, if you must know, I was born to a perfectly ordinary litter of kittens, but something extraordinary happened during my development. Thanks for inviting me to a dinner at your house. Brandy and Branny. Now let me tell you guys how they are blonde. As you know, blondes are often stereotyped as being less intelligent, but let me assure you, that is far from the truth.
I don't understand the need to generalize or make assumptions based on hair color. We're all individuals with our own unique talents and strengths.
Precisely, my dear Chaco. The true measure of a person lies in their character, not their appearance. Indeed, one should never judge a book by its cover, for even the most unassuming soul may harbor depths of wisdom and courage.
I know Colleen was sorry about making consumptions. She just didn't know, and I was being brave by finding out if they existed.
Ah, yes, dear Chaco. Colleen's assumptions were misguided, but her heart was in the right place. Thanks for coming over, guys, but next time don't stalk.
You're welcome, Branny, but once again, I'm sorry I judged you on your fur color.
Well, at least we've moved past that now. I was worried you'd never see me for who I really am.
I'm just so glad we were able to work through our differences and see each other's true selves.
Me too. It's a relief to have a true friend who understands me, despite our outward appearances.
Absolutely. Our bond transcends mere physical traits. It's a connection of the heart and soul.
I never thought I'd find such an understanding friend in you, Colleen.
Nor I in you, Branny. Our friendship has blossomed into something truly magical.
I'm so grateful we took the time to truly understand one another beyond our superficial differences.
As am I, Branny. Our journey to this point has been one of self-discovery and growth.
Do you mind if I arranged your office like this?
Not at all, Madame Trottams. Your unique sense of style adds a certain flair to the office.
It sure does, and I bet you'll get a juzz for what I'm about to tell you.
Gee, what is it, Madame Trottams?
Well, this just in. It is said that cats of all shapes and sizes are welcome to Big Kitty. It said so on the news.
Well, that certainly is interesting news, Madame Trottams.
It sure is. It's so amazing that I bet you won't set up cat traps to see.
Oh, yes, I will.
How dare you speak of harming innocent felines, Dr. Pitsenpers? How can you be so cruel, Dr. Pitsenpers? Cats are innocent creatures that deserve our kindness and protection. But trapping and relocating them is not the answer, Dr. Pitsenpers. There must be a more humane solution.
I will trap the fathering felines, you'll see.
Wow, Frostina, thanks for making all the snow.
You're most welcome, Emisa. The snow helps set the eerie mood for tonight's tales of the supernatural.
Indeed, the atmosphere is perfect for sharing chilling stories. Shall I start with the tale of the vengeful spirit who haunts these very woods?
By all means, please do. I'm already feeling a chill run down my spine, and it's not from the cold.
They say a young woman was wronged decades ago, betrayed by her lover in these very woods. Her restless spirit now wanders, seeking vengeance on any who cross her path.
How dreadful! I can almost feel her icy presence lurking amongst the trees, watching, waiting.
They say her sorrowful wails can be heard on moonlit nights like this, a haunting melody that chills the blood.
Oh my! I dare not wander these woods alone after hearing such a terrifying story.
Wow! Frostina made a lot of snow just for me. What a good friend.
Indeed, darling.
And who are you?
Au revoir. Let me introduce myself. My name is Suzette the Skunk.
The Skunk? Well, that certainly is a unique name.
Ah, yes, my dear, it is quite the moniker. But one that suits me well, for I am a creature of the night, with a certain allure that can be both captivating and repellent.
I see. Well, that certainly is an intriguing description.
Why, thank you, my dear. I do strive to keep an air of mystery about me.
So tell me, Suzette, what brings you out here tonight?
Ah, my dear, I am drawn to the shadows and mystery of the night. There is a certain allure to the darkness that stirs my soul.
The darkness does have a certain mystique about it. I'll grant you that. Auntie Christia!
Oh my God, Emisa, I can't believe it's you. The last time I saw you, Your little sister Isotta was still developing in your mother's tummy.
I can't believe it either, Auntie. It's been so long. I just found a skunk friend named Suzette, and I heard she's from Paris.
A skunk friend from Paris? How peculiar.
I know it sounds strange, but Suzette is the sweetest skunk I've ever met. She taught me so much about her culture.
Well, I certainly hope this Suzette has been a positive influence. You know how I worry about the company you keep.
Why's that, Auntie?
Well, dear, you're at an impressionable age. I just want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with good influences.
Don't worry, Auntie. Suzette may be a skunk, but she's taught me so much about the wonders of her magical realm.
Boy, I sure can be a bored skunk. What should a fabulous skunk like Miwa do these days?
Well, you could help me.
Huh. Who was that?
Why, it's me, Criamella. I was hoping you could lend a paw with this personal dilemma I'm facing.
Oh, do tell, darling. You know I'm always here to listen and offer my fabulous advice.
You see, recently I've been having these strange, unsettling dreams. I keep seeing these things, indescribable horrors from beyond the veil of our reality.
Like what?
Vast, unknowable entities from realms beyond our comprehension, twisting, shifting forms that defy description. Their forms twist and contort in ways that should be impossible, as if they exist outside the boundaries of our reality.
No worries, Madam Cream. I'll be in your assistance. So, Madam Cream, I know how you must be feeling about those awful twisted nightmares.
I know, I'm starting to have irritated nightmares because of them.
I know how to help in this predicament, but it has a lot of potential.
Well, what potential solution do you have in mind? I'm open to anything that can help me sleep better.
It's my little secret, dear Criamella.
Oh, come now, you can't leave me in suspense like this. What is this secret solution of yours?
Very well, my dear friend. I suggest you go to your husband, Peach's place.
Go see Peaches? But why would that help with my nightmares?
Peaches has a gift, my dear. A magical remedy that can soothe even the most troubled of dreams.
A magical remedy, you say? That certainly sounds intriguing, but what exactly does Peaches have in mind?
Well, you see, Peaches has studied the ancient arts of dream manipulation.
Now, Peaches, how many times have I told you to clean our house?
I'm sorry, Criamella. I've been so busy lately with my catnip business that I've neglected the chores.
Yeah, right. Anyways, my friend Suzette needs help. Well, I need help from her, but I thought you were a good solution.
What kind of help does Suzette need? I'd be happy to assist if I can.
Well, I've been having these weird, twisted nightmares, and I've been hearing that you've been having therapy sessions, well, as a therapist. So maybe you could tell Suzette everything that
I see. That does sound concerning. Tell me more about these twisted nightmares you've been having.
Peaches, I don't have time for your silly suggestions. Just let her in.
I understand your frustration, Criamella, but discussing these nightmares could help shed light on what's troubling you.
Monsieur, I bet you didn't recognize me. I'm Suzette.
So, you're that skunk that needs help by coming to my therapy.
It was Criamella, and she told you that she's been having twisted nightmares.
I see. So these nightmares have been tormenting you lately?
Yes, they've been haunting me every night. I wake up drenched in sweat, trembling with fear.
That sounds terrifying. Can you describe these nightmares to me in more detail?
It's always the same dream. I'm trapped in a dark, endless void, surrounded by whispers and malevolent shadows.
That sounds utterly terrifying. I can understand why these nightmares are causing you so much distress.
The worst part is the growing sense of dread, as if something malicious is lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike.
I understand how terrifying these nightmares must feel, but you mustn't let them consume you.
Auntie Christina, I'm glad you could spend a day with me.
Thank you, dear. It's my pleasure to spend time with my favorite granddaughter.
Auntie, are there ever monsters outside?
No, but there's Big Kitty City.
What is Big Kitty City? It sounds scary.
Oh, it's not scary at all, my dear. It's just a place where lots of stray cats live together.
But why do they live together? Don't they have homes?
Well, you see, some cats don't have owners or homes. They live on the streets, searching for food and shelter.
That's so sad. Don't they get cold and hungry? I feel like going out to help them.
You have a kind heart, my dear. But we must be careful around stray animals.
But Auntie, they're just like us. They need food and shelter too. Can't we help them somehow?
You're absolutely right, my dear. We should help those poor creatures if we can.
Well, this is my lobby. In that door over there is where we are going. Have a therapy session.
I'm not sure I want to go through with this, Peaches.
I understand your hesitation, but we've come this far. Let's give it a chance.
It's just... opening up about my past traumas feels daunting. What if it's too much?
The therapist is trained to handle these situations. You don't have to face it alone.
Wait, what was that? Someone must have screamed. Are you sure you're not tricking me?
No tricks, I promise. But you're right. That did sound concerning.
Maybe we should investigate before going in. I have a bad feeling about this.
You could be right. We should check it out first.
Lead the way, Peaches. But let's be cautious.
A skunk! Oh, it's you, Suzette. You, get me out of here.
No, wait. You just gave me a scare, Emisa. Skunks spray funk from their tails when they're scared.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. It's okay. I understand. Just try to stay calm.
You're right, Emisa. I should try to stay calm.
I'm so sorry for startling you like that. I didn't realize you were here.
It's all right, I understand. This place can be quite unsettling.
I can only imagine how frightening this place must be for you.
You have no idea. The loneliness, the eerie silence. It's enough to drive anyone mad.
I'm here for you, Suzette. We'll get through this together, one step at a time.
Thank you, Emisa. Your presence brings me comfort in this unsettling place.
So, Peaches, how did this therapy session go with Suzette?
Boy, was it smelly. A girl came and yeah, Susan sprayed because she was scared. And God, it was crazy.
Oh dear, it sounds like quite the ordeal. Did Susan have a good reason to be scared?
Well, you know how skittish she can be. The girl just walked in and Susan freaked out before she could even explain herself.
Poor Susan. She means well, but her anxiety gets the better of her sometimes. And the girl, was she all right after that alarming welcome?
Yeah, she was fine. Just a little shaken up. I had to do some quick damage control and smooth things over.
I'm glad you were there to handle the situation, Peaches. Interpersonal conflicts like that can quickly escalate if not managed properly.
Yeah, Suzette has been on edge ever since that home invasion a few months back.
44 Kittens was a production made by Swoop Studios from 1993 to 2002.